Before I start the recipe, I wanted to say this should feed a family of 4 with some leftovers. I call this soupy lasagna, but it's not a soup. It's not that thin, but it's not the drier kind that you bake in the oven. You have to use a certain amount of water in a pressure cooker, so it's going to be a little thinner. I think next time I'll probably use 2.5 cups of water instead of 3. I have my 6-quart Instant Pot on medium saute. Hit the saute button down here till it got to, well, it says normal, but it's like a medium heat. And then I'm cooking the ground beef, 1 pound, and then I'll cook it till it's done, and then I'll drain it. I opened 3 cans, 15-ounce cans of tomato sauce, put them in a bowl, added about 1.5 teaspoons of sugar to cut the bitterness, and a little garlic powder to flavor it. You can use the marinara sauce in the jar or the spaghetti sauce. I'm using 45 ounces, but you could use 30 to 32 ounces would be enough, because you are going to add 3 cups of water to this. The ground beef is drained. Now I'm going to add the water, 3 cups of water, cold water, 4 cups of broken in pieces lasagna noodles, and the 3 cans of tomato sauce. So now I've added 4 cups of broken up lasagna noodles. I used 14 noodles, but I guess it depends on the size of your Instant Pot and how much sauce you use, but I used 14. Now I'll add the sauce. I'm going to add the green peppers with the sauce because we like green peppers and mushrooms with our lasagna. And I'm going to add those on top of the noodles because if I put them down in the water, I'm afraid they're going to get overcooked. We'll see. The sauce is over the top of the noodles. You don't stir the noodles, you just pour the sauce on. Then you start the pressure cooker on high, and you cook it for 4 minutes. This would be the time before you added the sauce. If you have a sauce that already has Italian seasoning in it, it's fine. If you don't use canned sauce, you would want to add the Italian seasoning in with it, with the sauce. We don't use Italian seasoning, and my husband doesn't like ricotta cheese or cottage cheese in it. So if you want to use that, I would put it in at the last. I closed the lid and put this little thing here to sealing. And then I'm going to put 4 minutes on high pressure. And then I'm just going to let it go. It'll take a while to come up to pressure. And then when it's finished, I'll do a quick release so it doesn't overcook the noodles. It took about 15 minutes for the pressure cooker to come up to pressure. Now it's counting down. 2 more minutes, and then I'll do a quick release. Okay, it just went to off. I'm going to take my wooden spoon and turn the little button to venting. I took my wooden spoon after it went to off and I turned it to venting. And then I turned my Instant Pot around so it doesn't put all the steam on my cabinet. As soon as it's finished, the little button there will go down and you can take the lid off. After I take the lid off, then I'll stir everything together. Then I'll add 2 bags. Let's see, it's 2 8-ounce bags, so 16 ounces of shredded. I use the whole milk, low moisture mozzarella cheese. 2 bags of those after I stir everything together. If you want to use ricotta or cottage cheese, you want to stir that in first. Then add your mozzarella on top. Put the lid back on for a few minutes till it melts, and it's finished. I just took the lid off. Now I'm going to stir it up. Stir everything together. There we go. to me like this time they were a little more al dente than I wanted, the noodles. So I'm going to put the regular lid on. And I'm going to put it on saute medium. And put it on for about 2 minutes. Yeah. See how that works. You want to stir this off, and while you're cooking it for a couple more minutes, you may like it al dente after 3 minutes of pressure cooking. You may like it like that. And I like a little al dente, but that seemed like a little much. So I don't really even think I need 2 minutes, because once it sits for a while, put the lid on, it's going to soften up. So I'm going to cancel that. I'll say a minute. That'll do it. As soon as it calms down a little bit from the boiling, I'm going to put the 2 bags of mozzarella on it. Instead of adding the mozzarella cheese in the pan, in the pot, I just put all of the lasagna in a big serving bowl that I have. Put the mozzarella cheese on that. Put a lid on it for a few minutes, and the cheese is melted, and it's ready to eat. Yum, yum. I'll be back after I dish some up. So let's dish some out, shall we? Yum. You notice the sauce, it does thicken up some, because it looks very soupy at the beginning. I think next time I may cut down to 2.5 cups of water instead of 3. But no less, because then I don't think your noodles would cook. Oh my goodness. Stringy cheese. Stringy, stringy cheese. I like it. Okay. So there we have it. Let's taste the noodle and see how it is. I ended up only using a bag and a half, which is about 12 ounces of mozzarella cheese. But you can always add more. Let's see how this tastes. Yum, yum, yum. May need a little salt, pepper, whatever you like. Italian seasonings, like I said, you can put those in, that in with your sauce. But it's pretty good for a quick and easy lasagna. Not bad. Thanks for watching.